Hey y'all, my name is Faith Ingram. This is for the Ethical Leader Scholarship, and today I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about this opportunity I had to take a trip to Montana with my father. Inspiration is an invigorating feeling unlike any other. It's one of hope, excitement, and motivation. Unlike many, my inspiration doesn't come from reading a book or watching somebody do the impossible. My inspiration is tied into my desire to live as fully as possible. Along this trip, we faced many challenges, most of them being car issues because we took a Prius. I was kind of in charge of planning this whole thing. It had been a dream to go to Montana ever since I was a kid. And my dad was like, okay, I'm so down. I still want to do this, but you are in charge of this and you're planning this. So it was really fun to see my hard work and the steps that I took to plan this trip, for everything to just fall in place and for this trip to be as amazing as it was. We tried really hard to put a limit on modern conveniences, which I think really helped make this trip as impactful and as heartfelt and deep as it was. I think if I were to organize this trip again for other people, I would do the same exact thing and put a limit on modern conveniences. I think that really helps you to just be in the moment. On the way back from Montana, it was a straight shot home, so I had lots of time to think. The thing that I learned was my definition of inspiration and where my inspiration comes from. Like I said, my inspiration doesn't come from reading a book. My inspiration comes from wanting to live this life, this one life that we have so fully. I'm inspired by watching the sunrise on top of a mountain and just watching it light up the world around you like a beacon of life. I'm inspired when the wind smacks me across the face as it fills my flapping sails, launching me forward on my journey in life. My inspiration comes from planting these lifeless seeds and watching them bloom into something so vital and beautiful. My inspiration comes from waking up to a symphony of cicadas and frogs that are perfectly orchestrated by Mr. Woodpecker sitting high in the pines. My inspiration comes from watching these twinkling lights in the sky and the darkness just being a little less frightening thanks to the inevitable moon. All of these derivatives help inspire me in my life. And inspiration has so many things to offer. Like I said, hope, excitement, motivation. And I tried to think of how I viewed the world when I was 3. The world was my backyard. Everything was an adventure. And when I started seeing these dancy dandelions in need of weed killer, that's when I started to view the world as an evil place. I also learned to just not limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to your neighborhood or your town. There's so much to see. The world is so big. There's so many perspectives to consider. I wish I could organize this for more people so that they could have the same experiences I did and have that time to reflect on the trip like I did. It was an amazing trip and I learned so much. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit about my experiences. Thank you so much for your time.